Growing up in LA when I was like 13, I was real close with Diddy's younger son. I told y'all what I seen and what happened to me at Diddy house, and y'all finally finna see what the really been going on. His lawyer that he's done paid millions of dollars to fight his case has withdrawn from fighting the case. You wanna know why he's withdrawing from fighting the case?
On Friday, a surprising announcement came down. One of his defense attorneys suddenly quits the case. I'm Elizabeth Milner with Law and Crime. Now, this particular defense attorney's reason for quitting wasn't really a reason at all, making his departure a lot more puzzling.
Right after Diddy's arrest, Diddy stacked up his defense team, adding 2 more powerhouse attorneys to join Mark at NFO and Tenny Gagos at the defense table. But just when you thought this case couldn't get any crazier, one of Diddy's top defense attorneys, Anthony Richo, just pulled a Houdini act, vanished from the case right before trial. And let's be real, lawyers don't just walk away from high-profile clients unless something big is going on. Now, this isn't some inexperienced rookie who got cold feet. Richo has defended hardened criminals, cases far messier than Diddy's. So why would a seasoned pro suddenly ditch one of the biggest celebrity trials of the year? Something doesn't add up. You all won't believe who Richo has defended before. Remember Osama bin Laden? Yeah, that bin Laden. Believe it or not, Richo was on his defense team. Back in 2001, this man actually played a role in helping bin Laden avoid a death sentence. According to sources, Richo said the terrorist shouldn't be prosecuted as he was unable to defend himself properly, as he was not in the US at the time. He defended bin Laden's associates, including Mohammed O'Day, who was convicted of plotting bomb attacks on US embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. Mr. Richo's defense helped O'Day avoid the death penalty and receive a life sentence instead. If Richo could handle one of the most notorious figures in history, why would he suddenly bail on Diddy? What did he see that made him say, "I'm out"? Let's be honest, even if Diddy is convicted, he's not looking at a life sentence, and the death penalty is completely off the table. But here's what's wild. Richo has a history of taking on cases that are way more intense and still pulling off major wins. I mean, this is the guy who helped turn a potential death sentence into just life in prison. That's no small feat. But if someone with that level of courtroom experience decides a case is too messy, you know something is seriously wrong. Alright, now let's get into it. Have y'all heard the rumors about Diddy's sons adding even more fuel to the fire? Because honestly, I'm starting to believe them. Somebody, please make it make sense. Diddy is sitting behind bars, and his son is out here throwing parties like nothing happened. Is this denial, delusion, or just straight up recklessness? Because last I checked, Justin Combs was literally getting denied rentals for his events thanks to all the drama surrounding his dad. Now, tell me that's just a coincidence. Go ahead, try to convince me that nothing's off about this situation, because I'm not buying it. The timing, the attitude, the way this whole thing is playing out, it's looking real suspicious. So what's really going on? Let's talk about it. Here's what the report states. An anonymous broker claimed Justin would promise small gatherings, but instead throw massive parties that left rental homes in disarray. He would say, "I'm having 20 people over," but there would be 200, and then they would wreck the house. Looks like the apple isn't falling too far from the tree, and let's not forget, the other apple in this situation is Christian Combs. Yep, Diddy's other son is out here too, moving in a way that's got people raising eyebrows. Remember after Cassie's lawsuit in November 2023? In April of the following year, this woman, Grace O'Mara, slammed Christian with an SA lawsuit. Based on reports, she stated in her lawsuit that Christian insisted that she take a shot of tequila he poured for her while she was working as the yacht's sole on-duty steward in the pre-dawn hours of December 28th, 2022. She said soon after she acquiesced to be polite, Christian's mood changed, and things became sinister. He forcefully grabbed her arm, prevented her from leaving the sun deck, and forced her to take another shot. She quickly suspected that tequila was spiked. She said Christian then proceeded to kiss her neck and face as he groped her legs, breasts, anus, and her secret garden. Now, here's another twist. After Diddy's arrest, Rodney Diggs, the lawyer representing Christian's accuser, didn't hold back. In fact, he added even more fuel to the fire when he allegedly said the long-awaited federal arrest of Sean Combs is the first step for our clients receiving justice. He continued, "We also anticipate more victims coming forward. We knew this was coming. The evidence is very clear and it was only a matter of time. This is an important step towards justice for all of Mr. Combs' victims, including my clients." So could it be that Richo walked away from Diddy because of all the chaos surrounding his sons? Because let's be real, the reports coming out are pretty disturbing, and it really makes you wonder, did Diddy's sons actually make things worse instead of helping the situation? There's an old saying, help yourself and others will help you. But from the looks of it, Diddy's sons might have done the exact opposite, hurting not just themselves, but their father's case too. Well, Anthony Richo has spoken, and here's what he reportedly said to the court in New York. He said, although I have provided Sean Combs with a high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs. There are sufficient reasons related to the protections afforded by client privilege for brevity in my application for withdrawal as counsel in this case. Here's the real tea. Richo isn't saying a word about why he suddenly walked away. And let's be clear, it's not because he's staying loyal to Diddy. Allegedly, he's keeping quiet because he doesn't want to say anything that could hurt Diddy's case. But let's be real, sometimes silence says more than words ever could. So of course, people are starting to connect the dots, especially with all the wild allegations floating around Diddy's arrest, including the serious claims involving his sons. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, some guy who claims to be friends with Diddy's son just dropped a video spilling his own theory on why Richo dipped. Now, whether he's telling the truth or just chasing clout, that's another story, but either way, it's only adding more fuel to the fire. Let's see what he have to say.
What I seen and what happened to me at Diddy house, and y'all finally finna see what the really been going on. His lawyer that he's done paid millions of dollars to fight his case has withdrawn from fighting the case. You want to know why he's withdrawing from fighting the case? Because he just got the court papers in, the discovery, everything that's been going on in that house that they know of. This lawyer seen that and instantly said he can't do this no more. This man don't even want to be guilty by association. He don't even want to fight what it was that he's seeing in them papers.
Just like we talked about Richo's experience earlier, the internet has a lot to say about it too. One user put it perfectly. That lawyer has defended the worst of the worst. It's not about money, it's about his life. Most of Hollywood is involved. And another person took it even further, saying, imagine that. The lawyer represented bin Laden, then saw the Diddy files and was like, nope, I'm out. If that doesn't make you think twice, I don't know what will. But now, I want to hear from y'all. Do you think Richo left because he believes Diddy will be fine without him? Or did he see something in those files that made him realize the allegations might actually be true? And let's not forget about Diddy's sons. Could their actions while their dad is behind bars have pushed Richo to walk away? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it.